Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah, and today we're going to be doing a 25-minute gentle Pilates session. This routine is really nice and gentle. It's beginner friendly. That doesn't mean there aren't challenging elements. It is Pilates after all, but we'll be focusing on precision and control and going really slowly, really thinking about our movements. You're not going to need any equipment, just yourself, and as always, somewhere nice and safe to work and be able to move around freely. I really hope that you enjoy it. We're going to be starting in a seated position, so whenever you're ready, let's begin. Sit nice and tall with your legs in a crook position and hold the back of your knees. Relax the shoulders back and down. Breathe in through the nose, and as you exhale, draw your navel in, jump off your sit bones and start to lower the rib cage, gently rounding the spine and looking down. Lean back with the shoulders and pause when your arms are fully extended. Let go of the knees and roll down slowly using the strength of your core for a full body stretch. Flex your ankles to stretch the calves. Now place your arms by your sides, palms down. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, draw the navel towards the spine and press the lower back very gently down. When you next exhale, slide the toes of the right foot towards you. So bend the knee and draw the knee in. Now place the toes down, slowly extend the leg. Do the same on the left, very slowly and controlled. And every time you draw the knee towards you, try and keep your pelvis nice and still. Keep drawing the navel in towards the spine. Now keep the legs extended and take the left arm back overhead. Let's go back to the right leg. Same movement, bending the knee and drawing it towards you as you lower the left arm down by your side. As you slide the leg away, reach back with your arm, and we're staying on that same side. So opposite arm and leg, going really slowly, lots of control. When you bring your knee in this time, lengthen out the leg vertically. Then bend the knee and slide the leg away again. We're going to go for one more repetition before we swap sides. So when you bring your leg down this time, relax the left arm down by your side again. Be sure to keep your core engaged. Reach your right arm back, and we're sliding the left toes in, bringing the knee towards the chest as you lower the right arm gently down. Exhale as you bring the knee in, and inhale as you slide the leg away and reach the arm up and back. When you next bring your knee in, raise the leg vertically with the toes pointed, bend the knee and slide the toes away again. So we're getting the extra stretch around the back of the leg and working the front of the thigh and getting into the quadriceps and the hip flexors. Relax this, place your arms down, palms down, and now place your feet onto the floor, knees and feet hip width apart. Let's prepare to go into the shoulder bridge. So take a breath. As you exhale, gently tuck your tailbone under, lift the hips and roll up slowly through the spine towards the shoulders. Breathe in to roll down and tip the pelvis gently forwards. Unpeel the spine vertebra by vertebra and come down the same way, nice and gentle. And then the next time we come down from the bridge, just relax for a moment. Raise your arms just a couple of centimetres off the floor and turn the palms up. We're going back into the bridge, and as you do, take your arms round and back towards your ears, and as you roll down, bring your arms back down by your sides, and repeat. Try and keep your knees above the heels, and remember to breathe, keeping the navel towards the spine and the tailbone tucked under as you come up into your bridge. Fabulous. Last one. And then we're going to relax it here. Let's bring the knees and feet together now. And widen out your arms, palms facing up. Come up onto your tiptoes, so lift your heels. As you exhale, draw your navel in and press the lower back gently down. Then slowly lower the knees to the floor on the right. Roll through centre and go over to the left. This movement is coming from the waist, stretching out to the outside of the body, into the lower back. Stay on the tiptoes and keep the knees and feet together. And keep the shoulders and the arms in contact with the floor. Remember to breathe in time with the movements. Last one, and we're coming back to centre. Place the heels down and widen out the knees and feet to about hip width apart. Exhale, raise the head and shoulders and float your arms by your sides, palms facing in. When you next exhale, reach up towards the knees and lift the head and shoulders slowly. Really squeeze your abdominals. So exhale to come up, inhale down, really drawing the navel in towards the spine, finding that core connection. Keep a gap between the chin and the chest and go slowly and controlled. Try and avoid jerking the body up and pulling the lower back. Good. Activating the abdominals gently. Now relax. Place your arms down, palms facing down, and widen your arms away from your body just slightly. Raise your right leg up vertically with the toes pointed and start to circle the leg in a clockwise direction. Try and keep the leg lengthened and vertical. This movement is coming from the hip joint. Make the circles quite small to begin with. You can make them slightly larger if you think that you can, but this is all about trying to keep your pelvis still. Now we're going to change direction. So when you're ready, just pause and go the other way. Nice and controlled. Press your left foot gently towards the floor to stabilise the pelvis. You can also press your arms gently down to stabilise the scapular region. Last circle. And then from here, we're going to just bend the knee and place the right ankle on top of the left knee. Raise the left foot off the floor. Take hold of the back of the left thigh with both hands and raise the leg up vertically. Feel that stretch around the right hip and into the glute. You can flex and extend your left ankle if you like as well for the extra stretch. And now pop the feet back down, arms back down by your sides. Widen out the arms, palms facing down and raise your left leg up vertically. We're going same again. And we start by going anti-clockwise on this leg. Circling from the hip, making the circles small to begin with, trying to keep the leg as vertical as you can. And the back of the pelvis stays level with the floor. So draw the navel in, use the strength of your core to keep your pelvis still. We're going to change direction with our circles. So when you're ready, let's go clockwise. So a bit of mobility for the hip joint, building a little bit of suppleness, but strengthening the muscles around the hip as well at the same time. Try and make your circles smooth. Good. Let's have the stretch. So take the left ankle over the right knee, lift the right foot, take hold of the thigh with both hands and raise the leg up vertically. Remember, you can flex and extend your ankle a few times if you want the extra stretch for the calves. Lovely. Place your feet down. This next exercise is a really nice way to stretch out the spine, but also the back of the legs. Place your arms by your sides, palms facing down, and bring the knees and feet together. Press the back of your arms gently down to open up the chest. Draw the navel in and press the lower back towards the floor to tighten your abdominals. Lift your heels and come up onto your tiptoes and draw the knees in. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, press into the floor and extend the legs overhead, then part the feet to about shoulder width. Make sure there's a gap between the chin and chest. Now roll gently down until the legs are vertical and bring the legs back together. Bend the knees and place the feet down. We're going to go again. Take a breath in. Exhale, engage the core, bring the knees in, press into the floor with your hands, lift the tailbone and extend the legs overhead, part the feet, roll down slowly until the legs are vertical, bring them together, bend the knees and feet down. We're going to go one more time. Breathing in, exhale, press the arms down, bring the knees towards you, extend the legs overhead, part the feet, Remember to roll down nice and slowly using your arms and your shoulders. Bring the feet together, bend the knees and place the feet back down. Well done. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, draw the navel in and then take hold of your left knee. Float the right leg just above the floor with the toes pointed. Lift the head and shoulders and look just above the knee. Keep a gap between the chin and the chest. Place your hands behind your head, elbows in your peripheral vision. And then we're going to do some cycling. So draw the knee in, then extend the leg vertically, lower it down and draw the opposite knee in. Keeping the head and the scapular region absolutely still and keeping that gap between the chin and the chest, really drawing the navel towards the spine. We're going for just a couple more repetitions. We're going to keep the head and shoulders lifted, and if you can just keep your left knee bent and the right leg hovering. Tap the right toes down and then jump over the right leg, tapping them down again and repeat. Keep the head and shoulders up and the back of the pelvis square with the floor. Keep drawing the navel in. Pause there. We're going to go straight into our cycling again. So bring the knee towards you, swap legs. If you do need to rest, by all means do. But if you're still with me and you've got your head and shoulders up, well done. Breathe. Exhale as you lower the leg. Inhale to swap knees. Just a few more repetitions. Keep going if you can. Then we're going to do our toe taps. So this time we're bringing the right knee in and extending the left leg. So tap the floor in front of you. And then jump over the thigh. Tap the floor on the other side of the left leg. Keep it going, a nice little rhythm. Keep using those core muscles. Don't pull on the back of your head. We're almost through, not too many more repetitions. We'll relax there. Place the head down, just relax it. And then extend the legs. We'll have a full body stretch, so reach overhead, stretch through the arms and legs, through the body. Flex your ankles. Press your back gently down, draw the navel in. Breathe in to reach up with your arms. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders and reach diagonally forward and up to come to seated. We're going to stay in a seated position. So legs out in front, point the toes, keep the legs together, sit tall, shoulders back and down, and then reach your arms forward. As you exhale, draw the navel in and up and gently round the spine, keeping the shoulders above the hips. Lean back slowly with the shoulders and pause about 45 degrees. Slowly widen out your arms, then reach forward, lifting the breastbone to come back to seated tall. Let's repeat. C-curve, lean back, widen out the arms, reach forward to sit tall. We're going to combine a movement. So take the back of your right hand, place it on the outside of your left thigh. Now hinge forward at the hip and slide the hand towards the ankle. Then come back. Let's do it again. See how the right arm is raising up and back as you slide forward. Now let's combine the two. So sit tall, arms out in front, breathe in, exhale, draw the navel in round the spine, lean back and widen out the arms. Come forward and then slide towards the ankle, reaching the right arm back. We're going to stay on that same side. So go nice and slowly. We round the spine to lean back, using our core muscles. We lengthen out the spine and hinge at the hip to slide the back of the hand towards the heel. Lovely, nice, stretchy and strengthening exercise. Breathe and smile, of course. Okay, let's go to the other side. Sit tall. So the back of your right hand against the outside of the left thigh. Reach your left arm forward. So we slide towards the ankle and reach the left arm back. So let's have a little practice of this. Just a couple of these. Remember, we're trying to keep the spine lengthened. This is a hinge at the hip as you go forward. Pressing gently against the leg. Let's combine this with the lean back and wide arms. So come up, slide the back of your right hand against the outside of the left leg. Aim for the ankle, hinging forward at the hip and taking the left arm up and back. Gently press into the leg as well as you slide the hand towards the foot. Go slowly and really concentrate on each part of this exercise, each movement, really controlled, lots of precision and concentration. Fantastic. We're going to come back up, reach up tall, and then hinge forward slowly at the hips, reaching for the toes, flex your ankles, gaze down at the floor, and then roll up. Fabulous. Let's widen out the legs, just shuffle your bottom behind you, flex your ankles and sit tall, taking the hands behind your head. Make sure you can see your elbows and your peripheral vision. And on your next exhale, side bend left. Take the elbow towards the knee. Inhale to come back to the center and then over to the right. Really slowly again. So stretching but strengthening the muscles around the outside of the body, specifically your obliques. Try and keep the toes pointed up to the sky. We're also going to add another little movement here as well. So come back to the center. You're going to side bend, come back to the middle, and then circle the body around. So this movement is coming from the hip, and then side bend to the other side. Okay, so in terms of how this works, when you side bend over to your left, as we're doing right there, come back to the center, then make an anti-clockwise circle. Come back to the middle, side bend right, and then circle clockwise. Good, and repeat. Exhale, inhale. Exhaling as you come round and forward with your circle. Take a breath in and then exhale again to side bend. So remember, this movement's coming from the hips. So when we're making our circles, we hinge forward, keeping the spine straight so that we can stretch the inner thighs and around the back of the legs. Last one. And then we're going to stay in seated, but just bring the legs slightly closer together. Place the right foot on the inside of the left knee and your right hand on the floor next to your hip. Reach your left arm forward in the direction of your knee, then gently tuck the tailbone under, press the floor away from you, lift your hips and reach up. If you can lean backwards a bit further with your arm, that's fine. Otherwise, just stay with the arm vertical. Now let's gently come down and swap sides. Okay, so left foot on the inside of the right knee, and then it's right arm in the direction of the bent knee. Keep these standing and supporting elbows soft. Tuck the tailbone under and lift the hips, reach up and back if you can. Hold it just for a moment and then slowly come down back to seated. We're now going to come into an all fours position. So if you just bring yourself onto your hands and knees, so hands under shoulders, knees under hips, straighten out the spine and look directly at the floor below. Keep the shoulders back and down and draw the navel up. Slowly take the shoulders forward in the direction of your fingertips and then make anti-clockwise circles. So circling around the hands with the shoulder joints. Keeping your navel towards the spine and the head also in line with the spine. So try not to drop your face or the chest. You're going to go the other way with your circles. We're doing about 3 in each direction, just firing up the muscles around the shoulders and the back of the arms. We're going to come back to a neutral position here. So hands back under the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Extend the right arm out to the side and place the palm back down. Repeat on the left. Let's keep alternating arms. The idea here being that you keep your whole body still. You're just extending the arms out laterally. And we're going to bring opposite legs in as well. So as you take your arm out to the side, slide the opposite leg backwards with the toes pointed. Bring the hand and knee back. Same on the other side. So opposite arm and leg, alternating sides. Keeping the head in line with the spine. Really feeling the core connection. It's very subtle, but it is there. Lots of precision, some coordination and control. Now we're going to start to raise the leg up. So this challenges the balance a little bit as well. When you slide the leg backwards, make sure it stays in line with the hip. Lots of precision, balance, coordination and control. And we've got that flow of movement as well. keep your pelvis still. So you can raise the leg as high as you like, as long as you don't drop your tummy. So draw the navel up and feel the squeeze around the back of the legs and into the glutes. Like those toes. Lovely. Exhaling on the lift. Inhale to lower. Got one more. And then we're going to come back to all fours neutral. Now bring the left knee towards the right knee. And take the left hip towards the floor. Come back to center. Part the knees. Now take the right knee to the left. And drop the right hip towards the floor. And repeat. So basically you're coming up to all fours, parting the knees. Bring one knee in. And drop the hip in the opposite direction. Try and keep your spine straight and the elbows soft. We're going to do one more hip dip and then return to all fours neutral. So knees under hips again. And now bring the left knee in towards the right knee, hold it there. Lift the right knee out to the side. Bring it back in. Hip dip left and repeat. So we're staying on that same side. Keeping the angle of the right knee at 90 degrees as you lift. So this really gets into the hips. Remember to keep your elbows soft. This exercise is known as the lamppost. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lower the hip again. Inhale to come back to fours. We're just going to pulse this out. Out, out. Good. Relax. Part the knees again, so back into all fours. Then take the right knee to the left knee, lower the hips to the right, come back up, and then take the left knee out to the side, bring it back, and hip dip to the right again. Stay strong across the chest and the shoulders. Remember to lock the knee angle at 90 degrees. Then we exhale as we lift the knee and also as we lower the hip, taking a sip of air as we come back to our all fours, back onto the knees. Breathe as we pulse this out to the side. Pulse, 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 almost there. Down we come, back into all fours, so knees under hips. Gently round the spine and sink back onto the heels. Stretch your arms forward and enjoy a shell stretch. You can turn the palms up to stretch out the shoulders and get into the chest a little bit there. And now we're going to come back up into an all fours position. Bring the knees and feet together. Walk the hands forward slightly. Tuck the toes under and lift the knees to come into a plank position. Keep the navel drawn up and the legs in line with the body. Now gently lower one knee and then the other. Bend your elbows and push up. Raise each knee separately and repeat. When you do your push up, make sure you bend your elbows and you don't drop the pelvis. And when you come up into your plank position, make sure your shoulders, hips, knees and ankles are all in a nice line. Use your core, so draw the navel up, tuck the tailbone under while you're in your plank position. It really helps you to keep your core muscles engaged. Just a couple more repetitions. If you're still with me, you're doing amazing. If you've had enough, it's fine to relax. Plank positions and push-ups are always really challenging. Remember to breathe as well, don't hold your breath. Now you can sink back into your shell stretch again. Remember, you can turn your palms up if you want the extra stretch around the shoulders. But sink back onto the heels. And then we're going to be coming down into a prone position. So onto your tummy, come up onto your elbows, make sure they're directly underneath the shoulders. Forearms down and bring the hands close together so the tips of the thumbs and the index finger are touching. Just widen out your feet toward the corner of your mat. Press down with your elbows to stay strong around the shoulders and raise your navel up so you've got your core engaged. Take a nice breath in as you gently push down into the floor to lift your elbows and come up into extension of the spine. Exhale to come down. When you come down, you're just looking to take the elbows down, so don't follow through with the chest. Again, lots of precision, working the back of the arms and the shoulders, but with all back extension movements. Obviously, listen to your body. If this is feeling a little bit uncomfy, don't come up quite as high. That said, if you think you can come up a bit more, do what I've just done there and move the hands a bit closer towards you. It will push you up a little bit further into spinal extension, so you're really building on the suppleness of your spine. Good. Well done. Keep the shoulder blades back and down, and always lift, never throw the body or force it into position. You're going to come down flat, interlace the fingers, forearms down, rest your head on the fingers, keep the navel drawn up and the feet apart. Keep the toes pointed. You're going to raise one leg and then the other very gently by squeezing the glutes. When you do this, keep the navel drawn up so that your pelvis stays still. When you're feeling the squeeze around the back of the legs into the glutes rather than the lower back. If you can do both legs together. Exhale up, inhale down. Again, try and keep your tummy button lifted on the leg raise. And don't worry about how high up your legs can come. It doesn't really matter. It's all about the technique that you use. Now place your hands under your shoulders. Very slowly make your way into all fours. Tuck the tailbone under slowly and sink back onto the heels for that final shell stretch. And then come to seated. Well done. That's the end of the session. I really hope you enjoyed it as always, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day.